Hi guys, my name is Stefania. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to take you through a leg workout. We're going to hit all areas of the legs. We're going to do hamstrings, quads, glutes, everything. I try to mix it in a little bit just because I'm not somebody who's quad dominant or just not dominant in any area of my body. I just have to work for it, which is fine. But so we will go through all that stuff. I will list the workout in the description box. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I will put the link right somewhere on the screen. And I have plenty of workouts on there, food ideas, cheat meal ideas, all that good stuff. So please follow me over there and please subscribe and we will get right into the video. Get ready. So I'm gonna do Smith machine squats. For that, I'm gonna go narrow leg and wide. I go narrow to try to build up my quads, so I do a lot of narrow exercises. However, if you're not trying to do that, you can just stick to regular or wide, and wide is gonna work those inner quads. So, or your adductors, whatever you wanna call them. Okay guys, so like I said, we are gonna go into squats using the Smith machine. If you don't have a Smith machine, you can always just do these with a dumbbell or kettlebell or just a normal bar, but I prefer the Smith machine just because I just do. Or I just try to switch it up every other workout. But you're gonna go wide stance first, toes pointed out slightly. You're gonna do about 10 to 12 reps, and then each set I try to add a little bit of weight on. And then I'm gonna go straight into legs together. So as you can see, they're together, they're gonna hit those quads, whereas the outer ones are gonna hit that inner thigh. And then at the end of each set, I'm going to go into little pulse squats. And I usually do about 5 to 10 per set. So I did want to show you guys a few things that I'll be using. You definitely don't need these. I always have a loop band with me. You can buy them super cheap at you can order them on Walmart. Amazon Prime, like everything. That's probably the easiest thing because I did go to Target and they were still like 20 bucks. So Amazon's your best bet, or maybe try Walmart, something like that, or if you have a coupon somewhere else. But they're just the wide bands. I also have a slingshot that I use, which I think the slingshot's probably my favorite just because it's a really nice thick fabric. And same thing, I got that on Amazon. Another thing I got on Amazon is this squat pad. So as you can see, it's huge, it's red. I bring it in my own bag when I go to main gyms, just because the ones there are always flat. They always have shitty ones that have no padding on them, and I just need this for the comfort of my neck. So if you don't, that's great, but I did order mine from Amazon as well, and it's just called a squat sponge. So I do these with almost anything where I have to have a barbell on my back. I just don't like the feeling of the metal on my neck. So definitely not needed for any of these. If you are more advanced, bands are a great exercise or added to make leg day harder, and you can also do some upper body stuff with those as well, but you definitely don't need it. So never feel like you need everything in the video. You can always just use your body weight. You can use weights. Everything can be modified or made harder in so many different ways. So okay, so these are a little bit more complicated, more just because of the setup, and they will definitely work those glutes. These probably are one of my favorite exercises as an overall leg exercise. But you're just doing a step up and you're just touching down with that toe. You're not putting any pressure on that back leg as you come down. You want to make sure you have your knee pushed back. That knee should never go over your toes for any leg exercise. So you can grab a box, you can grab a step box, anything elevated. And obviously the higher you go, the harder it's going to be. But also you have to pay attention to how tall you are and if the Smith machine allows you to do it. And again, you can always use a different, you can do these on a box without the Smith machine if you're taller. I'm just short, so I am able to do this without a problem. But make sure you're squeezing that glute when you hit the top. And I will show you guys a few different angles. That way you guys can see what it should look like from every angle, but really trying to push your hips back and squeeze that glute as you come up, making sure that you're not pushing off with that back leg. You're just tapping it down, touching the floor, and coming right back up.
And I usually try to do about 3 sets of about 10. If I'm, trying to over accomplish, I'll do 4, but usually 3 sets of 10 gets me to the point where I don't want to walk. Okay, so this next exercise is going to target those glutes. You're going to grab a little band, a little loop, put it over your ankles. You definitely don't have to, but this definitely makes it more effective. And you're just going to come up just to a 90-degree angle, squeeze your glutes, and you can really do this on any machine where you're elevated, and you can kind of just turn it around. Obviously, this isn't meant for this. And once you get to the end of your set, I try to do a few reps with a higher hold at the top. So about a 3 to 5 second hold is probably good.
So for the leg extension machine, just make sure you're being careful not to hyperextend your knees. You don't want to injure them. And then if you already have like ACL or MCL problems or any kind of knee problems, it's probably a machine to avoid, or go really lightweight. But I'm good to go so far. So we are still gonna go on that. I'm gonna take you through single leg and then double leg. This is still my favorite machine as far as quads go. So yes, you can hit them. Gosh, I have a really red zit right there. Sorry, but you can hit them with other exercises as well. This is just my personal favorite. This is what makes me sore. So we will get right into that.
Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do single leg first. This is targeting the quads. I'm going to go a pretty lightweight for my first set, and then I try to increase it as my sets go on. I usually always do at least 4 sets of quads, if not more. Always taking a break between 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how I need it, or if I need to get up and stretch my legs. Make sure you're really squeezing that quad. My feet are facing straight forward for this exercise. I do about 10 each side. Really make sure you're going at a nice slow pace so you can really feel that squeeze at the top. Try not to rush through your exercises. It makes it a lot harder the slower you go. And then you are going to increase the weight and go for double leg. So as you can see, I obviously thought that was too easy. And you're going to do about a 3-second squeeze at the top. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can obviously squeeze longer. It's completely up to you depending on your level of fitness, but I do try to do at least 3-second squeeze and really try to burn out those quads. And like I said, we're going to do about 4 sets here and then go back, every time go back into single leg to double leg. Exhale as you push up, and we'll talk a little bit more about foot position as well.
Another thing to pay attention to is your foot position during leg extensions, whether you want your feet pointed out or your toes pointed out. That is going to hit your inside of your quad. Regular, just like straight out, it's going to hit that medial or the center of your quads, and then if you turn your feet in, it will hit the outer part. So that's a good variation to play around with if you're trying to switch up your routine. It just depends on the day. For me, I try to switch up all my foot positions during leg day often just to see what hits what.
Okay, so we are going to go into like a walking deadlift. So you're going to put one knee out, straighten out that leg, and do a deadlift. I will show you this as well with double leg. This is just a new variation that I've been trying if you have the room to do it. So you're obviously not locking out those knees, still a slight bend. That foot that's out forward, you're going to completely extend that leg with a very slight bend, and you should feel that stretch through your hamstring. So here I'm showing you double leg so you can see a little bit better. You're going to just do this with dumbbells or a kettlebell, whatever works for you guys. And you're going to really make sure to push those hips back. With these deadlifts, I'm not squeezing at the top. I'm not coming all the way up. I come about 3/4 and then head straight back down. I usually do about 10 to each side walking. If I'm doing it, without moving, then I usually do about 12 reps a leg, 3 sets. Unless I'm going crazy that day, I'll do a little bit more or finish it out doing double. And this is just going right by the knee and back down for about 15 reps to finish out each set to really tire out those hamstrings. All right, guys, we're on our final exercise. You're going to go into a double squat, double curtsy lunge, back into a double squat to a double lunge. Obviously, this takes a little balance, which is why I look a little bit wobbly, but this is really going to target those glutes. And to make it harder, you can always do like 3 in a row. To make it a little bit easier, you can always do 1 and drop the dumbbell. But I do try to use a weight if I can, and then really make sure you're squeezing that glute for every curtsy lunge that you do. I know it's not pretty, but it's effective. And then we will be completely done. I just count the center of these, so every center squat is 1 rep, and I usually do about 10 to 15 to really burn out since it's our last exercise. Whatever works best for you guys, depending on how tired you are. But at this point, you should be pretty tired. Make sure you're focusing your weight through your heels the whole time.
All right, guys, that is the end of our workout. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I am super sweaty, so it was a good leg day for me. Just always remember you can, modifications if you need any help with that. I am happy to help, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.